Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Azar Madani, and as always, I am joined by the wonderful Tommy Sunday.
That's me.
And the autonomous Tony O.
Morning, boys. Autonomous.
Morning.
Yeah.
How,
That's the most tired good morning I've ever heard in my life. It's just like,
I was just thinking about was how Azar gets us all to clap before we start, so you can help us editing. We are never on point with those claps. I've been looking at it hearing every time, like, yeah, this is gonna be a time that we all clap in sync. It's never in sync, guys.
This is true. Yeah, we're always a fraction of a second off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just bothers you a little bit. Like, hoping this is gonna be the week that we're in sync. We get it, and then no, maybe next week. We can be we can do it.
Look, when it comes to being in sync, we can just say bye.
I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, starting off strong. There we go.
Yep.
Let's go.
I love an FA Cup weekend. What can I say? I'm in a good mood. Mostly because I'm the only one of the three of us that has any interest in the FA Cup anymore after this weekend.
Oh, there was FA Cup this weekend. Oh, interesting. I'm kidding.
Tommy,
I'm kidding.
Once a week you do a football podcast. You have to watch the football.
Oh, I've been watching Mitoma's goal on just repeat over and over again. So at least I got that. Yeah.
Hey, let's hop right into it. Brighton 2, Liverpool 1. Brighton just have Liverpool's number this season. In fairness, a lot of teams have Liverpool's number. But Brighton in particular seem to relish playing Liverpool.
I actually think this is the first time in a while Liverpool have carried any punch. Who's this new midfielder by Cetic? I should ask Tommy. He's the Eastern European on the podcast. But honestly, every time I look at Liverpool's midfield, I'm just like, how are you still stuck together at this point? Salah is looking a bit. I don't know. His shooting needs calibration.
He still looks like post-AFCON Salah.
Yeah. I guess we put it that way. And Cody Gakpo looks like a typical Dutch striker adjusting to life in England. I don't know. There's always an.
I'm just saying. Wout Weghorst is outscoring him.
Oh yeah, he exists, doesn't he?
He has a goal.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
He does have a goal. Yes. Anyway, Brighton. Really fun to watch this season, especially since De Zerbi took over. Everyone's gushing over on Mitoma. Where are you guys on Mitoma? How good do you think he really is? Like, do we think he's having a fun time and this is a purple patch, or do we think this is a player that is on course to become like the next superstar?
Look, the man did a thesis on dribbling in football and is out there proving his own thesis. Can do no wrong, in my opinion. That is good science.
Certainly. Go ahead, Tom.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, go on.
I didn't know he was 25 years old.
He's 25?
Yeah, I thought he was much younger. I'll be honest about that. I swear, I'm like, Tony, I think maybe he's got a little bit of a purple patch and he's got a nice run of form, confidence in the team, and I don't think this is going to last. Maybe if he was 21, I'd be like, okay, yeah, this guy, like I thought he was. This is going to be like a start of something like really good career, but yeah, I don't know, Tony. I think it might be the opposite.
Yeah, I don't know, because he's just doing, like, everything is coming off for him, right? Like, the goal he scores in this game is really special. It's Dennis Bergkamp-esque. Kind of jumped to the end on this one, but Harvey Elliott, I think, gave Liverpool the lead, right? Yeah, with a nice finish after Salah played him in. And Lewis Dunk equalized after Lamptey smashed it in off him. So, yeah, look. The real story in this game because Liverpool these days losing at Brighton's pretty normal, is the officiating, which I think was disgraceful. I mean, I don't know.
Look, Liverpool took the "you'll never walk" part of "you'll never walk alone" and tried to apply that to every Brighton player they could get their hands on. Like, especially the Fabinho challenge in particular.
That was crazy. Yeah.
How that's not an instant red, I will never know.
Just look at his reaction as well. Like, he just knows that, I'm off. I should be off here. And hey, these days when we talk about referees, it's been a while since you guys have called me Tin Hat Tony. I'll point out, you seem to have joined the crusade of biased refereeing. So maybe there was substance to all of what I was saying last season.
Oh, I still think you're absolutely insane.
Yeah, me too.
No,
yeah.
I will take my bads from both of you. Hands up in the air, my bad. Yeah?
No. I mean, I will say,
you
though...
You will get none of that from me.
Okay.
I will criticize the referees when they deserve it, but you are also insane. Two things can be true.
Yeah. I mean, I'm even looking back at the Robertson challenge on McAllister where he went studs into the ankle, and I thought that was a red card as well.
He does that once a week. Like, he had one on, was it Adama Traore in the last round where he just stepped down on his face? Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. I've never liked Robertson, so, so I don't know, Tony. I don't know if I'm on board with you on your train there, but maybe I'm looking at buying a ticket, so we'll go.
There you go. My bad. Hands up in the air, my bad. I'll take it. We got Tommy. Yeah, he's a disciple now. He'll be there soon.
Have fun, Tommy.
What have I joined here?
Congrats on being part of Tony's weird cult.
Cult. It's a crusade. It's not a cult.
This is the most cultish thing I've ever heard. I mean, a fun stat from this game. Mitoma completed 10 dribbles. 5 of them against Alexander Arnold.
It's true, Trent. I forgot Trent.
It's just reinforcing every narrative.
Yeah. Wenger's dream. Yeah.
So Liverpool basically played the strongest team that they could have.
Yep.
Pretty much.
No, because they didn't play Nunez and they didn't... Did Fabinho start? I don't think he started.
Would Fabinho be
Fabinho
part
did.
of their strongest team?
Yeah, okay.
Because
yes.
he's been dust this season.
They've all been dust this season.
Ass.
Yeah,
did you see Gomez's defending against Mitoma? Like, what is he doing? I saw a tweet earlier. It was like a Van Dijk tribute. Remember Van Dijk?
Oh yeah, trying to defend with his mind.
Trying to defend with his ass in the Champions League final. Yeah.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Thank you for bringing up that memory. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm not surprised you do, but yeah. Ooh.
So, with Liverpool, Klopp after the game said that they wouldn't be spending any more in January. I mean, it's obvious that they need a midfielder. I understand why they're not spending, obviously, with FSG putting the club up for sale. But, geez, this is... You can't run through the entire season with this kind of midfield, can you?
You know, I wonder with Liverpool, before the season started, I wonder if they were hoping to kind of just get through this season and have another competitive year and kind of go with almost like a rebuild in the summer. And it they've had such a huge drop-off from, like, their main players and they've lost that fear factor that they used to have imposed on teams. Maybe, like, I feel like that might have been the case. That's why they're not spending as much money, because they were kind of waiting for 2023 in the summer. I don't know. I'm just kind of spewing things, but it just hasn't worked out.
Well, they have spent over 100 million on forwards.
On forwards, yeah, but like nowhere else in the squad. Right?
Yeah,
like,
well, maybe club should cool his fetish for forwards and sign some midfielders. Like, I don't know. Cody Gakpo was just not a player they needed. He wasn't. It felt like they made the signing almost to block United from getting him, because they have 7 forwards. If you count Firmino, sure, quite a few injuries, but James Milner is still getting games in midfield and right back. Like, who's this Bajcetic kid playing in midfield? Like, I don't even know if he's a kid, but okay, he's 18 years old. Great, yeah, 18 years old who plays center back or defensive midfield for Liverpool. Wonderful. Like, it's just no investment. When was the last time they signed a proper midfielder? Thiago? Yeah.
Do you count Arthur?
Probably. He said proper midfielder.
Proper? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Nah. Where is that guy?
I don't know.
Who? Arthur?
Yeah, where is he?
I am convinced that Arthur at this point is not a real person and is just a money laundering scheme.
I mean,
he did come from Juventus, so entirely possible.
You got something there. You definitely onto something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Klopp's on his way out. Personally,
really,
I do, because I think, look, Jude Bellingham is who they've been pinning their hopes on. He's not going to Liverpool now. They're not in the Champions League like next season. He can go anywhere in the world that he wants to. I think he goes to Man City. So
don't say that.
Why
would you put that out there? Don't put that out in the universe.
It's already
been.
If he goes to Man City, I'm now blaming it on you, Tony.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, put it on my tab. So yeah.
Put it on my tab, he says. What else did you put on your tab?
Klopp out. Put that on my tab as well. End of the season, I think he walks. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna write these down. Good. What happens if you're wrong? What do you pay us? What do we get from this?
What am I getting out of this tab? When did you start this tab with me? Why am I a bartender in this case?
I have to buy you both doubles from Tim Hortons. How about that?
Oh,
why are you punishing me? You're punishing me. You're choosing to punish me for this.
All right, triples. Yeah? No?
Why? I don't want to ingest that much sugar
It'll
in
be
one sitting.
Starbucks or nothing.
Starbucks.
There we go.
Fuck that. Let's move on.
That's still not great.
No, but we're not sinking as low as Tim Hortons. So
that's true. That's true. I will take it over the Tims. Spit on the name of Tim Hortons. Let's move on to
just trying to get us a
City
sponsor,
1,
boys.
Arsenal 0. Yeah, if it's Tim Hortons, they can keep their fucking money.
Okay. I didn't realize we were that rich.
I'm going to just have to hold you back a little bit there. We'll take it. We won't be super happy about it. We won't be drinking Tim's.
Tommy, whatever happened to the, was it a silver nugget that you found?
Oh, whatever happened to it?
Yeah, do you get the money?
Yeah, you were supposed to sponsor the podcast with that.
Oh, yeah, but remember, I returned it.
Yeah, but you said that if no one claims it, that you get to keep it. Was it?
Oh, yeah. No. That was, what happened was that the police makes their own rules, and
I can guarantee you, the police have claimed that nugget. Yeah. They claimed that silver ingot.
It goes,
the moment they saw it, they're like, "Yeah, we're having this."
Tommy Sandy,
for sure.
Should have kept it sold on the black market.
The guys they found the rightful owner, so that's the end.
Sure, they did. Yeah.
Was the rightful owner in the police station all along?
Yeah. Exactly, it was an officer who had lost it. You're right, there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the story.
All right.
Anyway, should we head off to? Were there more FA Cup games this weekend or what?
Tommy, I'd just like to say, I'm disappointed.
Yep.
More than anything else, just disappointed.
Well,
speaking of disappointments, City 1, Arsenal 0.
Who's disappointed
Tony.
in that?
I am.
Okay.
I was hoping for a draw.
No, that would have been terrible. Yeah. It was weird because the game was pretty even and City scored. And Arsenal suddenly applied pressure to Man City. I'm like, no, guys, relax. This is fine. Like, don't equalize. We don't need more games. Save your energy for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Can't be trotting Sambi Lokonga out there more often.
Jesus Christ. I actually kind of feel sorry for the kid because he's not up to it. Like, we've been conned. Vincent Kompany has pulled a fast one over us because Sambi, like, man, everyone's going around saying he's not a 6. Like, he's not a 6, he's an 8. That's the talk. This kid played 6 for Anderlecht and was their captain. So, I'm not having it. His attitude just stinks. But anyway, whatever. Yeah, kind of a very... It felt like a game between two teams who were just trying to feel each other out. Didn't really want to overexert themselves or overextend or show their hands or anything. Arteta thankfully rotated more than I thought he would. Pep actually didn't really rotate. He went full strength. He even played the cyborg, which was a surprise to me. So yeah, encouraging for me, to be honest, because it was nice to see that we could still have a go at them even with our rotated side. Trossard looked really good. On another day, he could either have a goal or assist in this game. But yeah, nice dress rehearsal ahead of the main event in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's interesting to get this far into the season and have the top two teams in the league just not meet until now. Yeah,
weird quirk of the... Well, to be honest, I think that's just Sky Sports holding on to the fixture.
Yeah. Arsenal played well. 1-0 loss, fourth round of the FA Cup. Not a disaster by any means. Takes games off the plate, even if you have to play Bambi Lokonga in midfield. But, I don't know. I'm sure City will be happy to, get the first win of these fixtures. But like you said, main events in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, it's weird because we're basically in the same situation we were at the end of the the summer transfer window, where El Neni's injured, and suddenly the prospect of having to play Sambi for several games has thrown Arsenal into a panic, and now they're trying to get a signing on deadline day or late signing.
Tony, I have a solution for you. You can just play Kivior in center mid. He's very versatile.
I'd rather we played midfielder in midfield.
He can play. He's a good midfielder. I've seen him play there. He can play. He can do it. He can do the job.
You seen him play for Poland?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't trust this. I instantly don't trust this.
I like the look of Kivior. I've not seen him. I want a specialist for that role. We'll talk about transfers later on. Apparently Arsenal are now looking at Yuri Tillemans, which I don't get because he's not a 6. But yeah. Anyway, good stuff. Generally speaking, I feel sorry for Zambi. He needs a loan. I think he needs, to be frank, think he needs to be sold to a club closer to his level where he can play in a double pivot. What we're asking him to do, he doesn't have the facilities for. So, yeah, Zinchenko and Odegaard were very visibly irritated with him.
Not happy with him.
Yeah, his defensive positioning. He didn't cover around for the goal to start off with. After Alvarez's shot hit the post, I think, who was on the left? I can't remember if it was...
It was Grealish,
yeah. Plays in Ake. Sambi has to be the one shuffling across. By the time Saliba realizes he's not, it's too late. And to be fair, it's a brilliant finish from Ake.
It's a lovely finish.
Yeah.
I didn't know Ake had that in him.
I don't think he knew he had it in him. To be honest, he looked really surprised. But yeah, just throughout the game, Odegaard was irritated, and eventually Xhaka just came and made it a double pivot to sit beside him, which we can't keep babysitting him. Honestly, we need somebody who can play that role. So yeah, that's pretty much.
You got your wish, Tony. More games.
There you go. No more games for Arsenal. You do not have to watch them any more than you already do.
I love the FA Cup, but this season is a bit different. So let's give ourselves the best shot at the title that we can get. Yeah.
Let's move on. Man United 3, Reading 1, and I would just like to say I want to give Casemiro a hug. Look at his big, chubby cheeks. I want to give him a hug. I want to give him a bit of a shake. I love my little murder hamster. I love him so much.
Oh, I don't think we knew where to go with from there.
I was just waiting for the response.
I was just
waiting
picturing
for Tommy to chime in and be like, yes, I would also like to give Casemiro a hug.
I was just picturing Casemiro and then a picture of a hamster and just trying to, put them side by side.
Yeah. Oh, they're lovely. In the end, this one was pretty comfortable. Ten Hag went with a strong squad, which, I mean, considering we beat Forest, we have a 3-0 lead on Forest in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. I mean, probably rotate in midweek, and then we can play a strong squad again on the weekend. So, don't hate it. I would like to say that I don't understand offsides. We've come all the way back around to this because Rashford had a goal disallowed in the first half where someone tries to block a cross, clears it to Weghorst, who is slightly offside. But then because he's played the ball intentionally, shouldn't that not be offside?
No, because
I don't know what the rules are anymore.
I think the thought process was that he played that pass, or he made that defensive action because Weghorst was there. Look,
but the cross is going in behind him, and Weghorst is in the opposite direction, and he plays the ball to Weghorst when he's clearing the cross.
Listen, Saka got called offside when he made absolutely no attempt to get the ball. Like, I don't think
I saw that Saka one. I disagreed with that one as well. I just want to put out that I disagreed with this, and I still am trying to figure out why it was called off, but I digress. The only reason I'm slightly annoyed about that one is because Rashford would have set the record for most consecutive home goals.
You know what that means is there.
I wanted him to get that.
Is you need to get in on Tony's train on
no, I will.
the conspiracy, because there's another hint right there.
I will not be buying a ticket. I appreciate the offer, Tommy, but
someone didn't want
okay
Rashford to have that goal. I'm just saying right now.
You know what? And that's fine. That's a bad person if they didn't want it, but that's fine. Now, the thing I'm genuinely upset about in this game is that I had to watch that fucking donkey Andy Carroll loping about the pitch trying to injure people and succeeding in the case of Christian Eriksen. We don't know the extent of his ankle injury at this point, which Carroll was not booked for but still got himself sent off. A true testament to the incompetence of this absolute oaf. But, if Eriksen's going to miss a significant amount of time, that's a huge, huge blow for us.
Yeah, that was like a stupid scissor challenge. Andy Carroll, like, what an idiot. And, I saw that too. He left the stadium on crutches, so I've not seen any updates either since, so I don't know what the injury is. Hopefully it's not too serious, but, Andy Carroll is just an idiot. What can you say?
Every time I see Andy Carroll in the vicinity of a football field, I can't fathom how Liverpool paid 35 million for this man at a time when 35 million meant something.
Yep.
Yeah, 35 million back in that day. It's like 100 million nowadays. But
and tell you what, it's Chelsea's fault too. He gave them 50 million for Torres.
Yeah,
to be fair, they spent the rest on Suarez. So, one good, one bad. Yeah. I think it was a net.
I just hate Andy Carroll.
Yeah, that's right. The funny thing is, he was actually pretty decent once upon a time before he signed for Liverpool. And then he just,
donkey. Always has been, always will be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Got his big money move. Lost hunger. We've seen this movie before. Yeah, it's weird. But
so that's United through, City through, Arsenal, Liverpool out, Chelsea long gone, I guess, last round. Not many big teams still left in this in the FA Cup.
Yeah, the quadruple is on for United.
God, we have so many games. We're gonna die. Hey, Spurs are still hanging around too. They beat Preston 3-0. Son scored a lovely goal. Arnaud Danjuma, Everton legend, managed to get on the score sheet as well.
I don't think he's a legend anymore after he, rejected Everton to go to...
Legend for all the wrong reasons in Merseyside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love a good gazump. Transfer gazump. It's always fun to see.
The game that I really want to touch on is Wrexham 3, Sheffield United 3. if I'm not mistaken, Wrexham are the last non-league team left in the FA Cup. They battered Sheffield United. Like, proper, like, Deadpool movie style battering. Like, Ryan Reynolds was in tears at one point, sitting in the stands watching his team. And it was genuinely a very fun game until the last second where a corner came in and Wrexham remembered that they are a non-league team and just shat the bed.
Yeah, they were at home for this game, right? Wrexham?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, so the replay is in Sheffield, yeah.
Replays in Sheffield. It's going to be a tough ask from there. And, like, you do feel that this was kind of Wrexham chance. But it was a great showing. I think the XG was, like, 3-1 in Wrexham's favour.
Wow.
Sheffield United were down to 10 men at one point as well because, I've forgotten his name. I won't be remembering it. It's fine.
It's Daniel Jebison.
Jebison, that's what it was. He got sent off for just randomly kicking out at a Wrexham defender. And, what's the fullback's name? Tozer. His long throw reminds me of Rory Delap, and I enjoy it very, very much.
Yeah. I love seeing how invested Ryan Reynolds is in Wrexham and being at the stadium watching and kind of how passionate he is about the club and football. It's great to see, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks like he and Rob McElhaney are actually invested in owners, which is what the biggest concern was when they bought the club. And yeah, it's very good to see. I mean, I hope they make it through on the replay. It's going to be tough, but you got Paul Mullen banging them in for fun up top. He's up to something like 27, 28 goals this season. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess. Would you want to see a Wrexham versus United in the next round?
I think Wrexham, like, the ideal draw for Wrexham, I think, is to get a Premier League team. Think about the amount of eyes that would put on them.
Yeah, definitely.
Either get a Premier League team or, like, as low as possible so they have the best chance of progressing.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, in the end, 3-3 draw against a team that is, I think, second in the championship is a very, very good result. And
yeah, do you know who's first in the championship right now?
Yeah, it's
Vincent Kompany's Burnley. Yeah, they are rocking the championship.
And they also have the best social media announcements in football.
Yes, they do. They had that.
If anyone wants to see good signing announcements, go check out Burnley's social media. The Shrek one they did for that South African forward they signed.
Brilliant.
Oh,
yeah.
Wonderful. Perfection. Makes me wonder why our social media managers cannot produce similar content.
Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah, it's me. It's me. I'm not good enough. Well, I'm going to be honest, boys. I don't watch any other FA Cup games. These are the ones that I watched. These are the ones that I know about. I caught a few highlights here and there. Some big results. Fulham and Sunderland are going to be going to a replay. I think Leeds managed to make it through. Stoke City are through. Burnley are going to a replay against League One Ipswich. And Southampton made it through as well. And as did Leicester. So, a few Premier League teams still in there. There's going to be a few non-Premier League sides through as well. Yeah, Southampton are quietly going on a bit of a cup run.
Yeah, they're in the semi-final, albeit they're losing in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Need to turn that around. Might as well go for it since their league campaign has been such a disaster. Yeah.
Pull a Wigan maybe.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to do that. But where are Wigan these days? League One?
League One, I think.
Yeah, not the best blueprint. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the transfer window, though, is about to slam shut. And the transfer window never quietly shuts. It always slams shut. And It's been an interesting January transfer window, mostly because Chelsea cannot stop spending money. Um, what what do you make of like some of the more recent transfers that have gone on? Like, what are the rumors that are swirling? I think before we hopped on, you mentioned that apparently João Cancelo might be off to Bayern.
Yeah, I've been watching the transfer ticker. Yeah, he's apparently going on loan to Bayern. To Bayern, which is really interesting. Likely to include a buy option. I mean, I know he's been bad this season, but I'm really surprised at this one.
Oh, it's a
Bit of an
falling out
overreaction.
with Pep for sure. That's what this is.
I don't think falling
It has
out.
to be.
I don't think so, man. Like City are weird like that. They'll let you go if you want to leave, right? I think the only player they've really held on to is Bernardo Silva, because he's really like he came on against Arsenal and you could just see that he's a cheat code in terms of the way he can keep the ball. But yeah, I don't know. Pep's been on this inverted fullbacks and wide center backs thing this season, so maybe
What?
that's played a part. Rico Lewis has been good, but I am as surprised as you are, Tommy. It's
Well, after the Arsenal game in Pep's press conference, he did say everyone's happy bar one. So, yeah, there's
I thought the
definitely
one was
something going
Silva.
on.
I think the one was Silva, to be honest, because he wants to go to Barca. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. You guys think they'll sign a replacement?
No.
It's not like City to do business right at the end of the transfer window. Normally, they're very on top of getting their deals done quickly. If you think back to like even in January, like last January with Alvarez and the Holland stuff. Even though both were for the future, they got done before the last week of the transfer window, because then you're not sort of scrambling for a replacement. Like that's probably Cancelo being possibly loaned out here is surprising, but it's even more surprising that we're hearing about this on 30th January instead of 3rd January.
Well, I think Bayern are having injury issues, right? At fullback. So they've probably made a late play for him. I'm sure Cancelo's agent has kind of put out feelers to see who's available. Mazzari is injured, and apparently Pavard could be on his way to Barca either now or in the summer. So, yeah.
Yeah, they haven't been happy with Pavard, actually, from what I've read.
Yeah.
Attitude-wise, yeah.
It's odd. City, I'll be honest, this season City they've not operated like City. They've been a bit how will I put it? Not reactionary, but
It's just been weird.
yeah. I mean, losing Cucurella, following him up with Sergio Gomez after losing Zinchenko was always strange to me, because Sergio Gomez is just not going to start for them. And now they don't really, if they loan out Cancelo, it's like, where is the attacking fullback option? They don't really.
Like, who becomes their left back then? Is it just Ake playing at left back from now on? Rico Lewis plays on the right.
Yeah, it will be Ake, and then Sergio Gomez, like I said, will be the backup. I guess they do have enough center backs. It's just, yeah. I don't know. Like Cancelo, City, what they lack this season has been devastation, and Cancelo at least brought that when he played. Maybe not as much this season, but he is 28 years old, right? Like, this is the age City like to kind of let players go as well, so I'm sure that plays a part. But yeah, it's one to watch, because
maybe Tony, they haven't had that devastation. They kind of lack that fire a bit and that killer sort of mentality. Maybe Pep doing this kind of gives his squad a slap, and then they kind of wake up a bit. Maybe.
I don't know, man. I think players want to play with good players. Good players want to play with good players. I think they'll find it strange if they don't bring in a replacement. And the lack of devastation to me is just the player types. They don't have the player types in there. Like Grealish and Mahrez lacks natural hunger these days. Grealish just doesn't have it. And, I mean, that's kind of it. Oh, well, Foden's on a... I don't know what's going on with him.
Last few games, Mahrez has had that hunger, though.
Oh, yeah, but that's the thing. Why the last few games? Where's it been all season? Like, yeah, I don't know. Any other moves to look at?
Yes. What do you think about Newcastle saving us from signing Anthony Gordon? Thank you, Newcastle.
I think that with the blonde highlights, he looks like Ellen DeGeneres.
He does. No, you're spot on with that.
That's all I have. I'm gonna be honest. Like, he scored 7 goals for Everton, 5 of which have been deflected, and I don't like. Look, club scouting networks know way more than I do.
Do they?
Maybe.
I don't think so. It depends on the club.
I don't understand what these clubs see in Anthony Gordon. Like, he got work rate, but I don't know, man.
I'll say this is I've watched a lot of these Premier League inside trainings. Like, they post their teams doing not like in-depth training, but just like kind of average drills and stuff like that.
You were watching Everton's? Jeez.
Well, Everton's came up in the feed, so I clicked it, right? And I will say Gordon has been showcased a lot in terms of like his finishing on there. Maybe they just handpick ones, but his finishing has looked very, very good, and that's all I can point out. His finishing is very good in training, and that's all. Maybe
call me when it starts being good in games.
Maybe that's what people are watching, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta buy this guy." That's all I can say, and that's all I got. That I can maybe not justify the price tag because I can't believe he's costing that much, but yeah, it's wild.
To be fair, I think he's a player that, when his head's screwed on, does have a decent level of intensity to his game. I just think the attitude stinks, man. For supposedly a what's it called?
Born and raised Evertonian.
Yeah, it's
kind of shit.
To treat your club like that is a bit ridiculous. Over what? Maybe not even a full season of decent football. How many goals has he scored in his career? Maybe 10? Like 10 in the league, that is, like in the Premier League. Not even 7.
7, I think, right?
The only time he's been consistent was when he was linked to Chelsea. That was for like 3 weeks. I think that's where all his goals came from, right? Where Tommy was worried his performances were gonna
very.
Yeah. So I don't know. Weird one for Newcastle. Maybe give some depth. I think it does point to Saint-Maximin being on his way out. He's looked out of favor to me. Doesn't seem to fit what they're trying to do at the moment. So yeah, one to watch either this at the end of the window, maybe a late sale, or in the summer.
On a side note, Trippier posted a welcoming video for Gordon, and it was them yelling at each other on the pitch. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I mean, Gordon does have the vibe of a man who could pick a fight in an empty room. So leave it at that.
Smash up in there.
Let's see, who else?
Oh, my favorite signing so far of January has been Danny Ings going to West Ham and then immediately getting injured. That's a good one.
Standard Danny Ings at this point, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. I'm not seeing much on. Has Chelsea signed Fernandes yet? Enzo?
No, but Tony, I think you shared with us a couple of days ago that Keylor Navas could be on his way to Forest. I don't think that's gotten through yet.
No,
that's an interesting one
PSG
too.
are still considering whether or not he should.
That's what 2 games of Wayne Hennessy does to a team.
Yeah, I don't see the benefit for Navas unless he's absolutely going to be number one. Because I think.
Yeah, it's a weird situation that they'll have there if they sign Navas and also have Dean Henderson. Because I assume Dean Henderson would not be happy to play second fiddle.
But they're happy with Henderson. That's the weird thing. So I don't get why they want another keeper, like a backup keeper. I don't know. It's just strange. But Forest have been doing strange things and throwing money at their problems. So
it's weirdly working though. It's starting to weirdly work.
To be fair, that tends to happen. If you spend enough money on a problem, eventually it starts to turn around.
One that hasn't been completed but has been talked about a lot is Weston McKennie from Juve to Leeds. Seems like a natural fit to get another American in there, but it's not confirmed yet. I think it's a good move if it does happen.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea how good McKennie is.
I think
I can't put a finger on whether I think he's good or not.
I think he'd play on the wings for them. I don't imagine he's playing central midfield, but I think he's a good player. They're going all American now. They're taking the Wolves model and instead of Portugal going the US of A. So yeah. He should fit right in. He's the kind of player that the manager likes. Lots of intensity, lots of kind of like a turnover merchant. So yeah, should be interesting one to watch. Arsenal are mulling whether to make another bid for Caicedo. I think that move's not going to happen. Brighton
probably end up at Chelsea.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think Benfica will frustrate Chelsea enough, and they'll just turn around and pay the money for Caicedo, and then sign Fernandes in the summer. So, yeah, fun, lots of fun there.
Yeah, he did. I think Azar shared with us his social media Instagram post about him like almost
that was nuts. That
putting in a transfer request.
That was really nuts. Not putting in a transfer request, announcing his departure.
Oh yeah,
after no one's had a bid accepted, right? Like it felt like the kind of thing you put out after the transfer is confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brighton, De Zerbi. Well, Brighton tried to spin his absence in training as them giving him some time off. No, he just didn't turn up for training. But, that's interesting. Apparently, he has 10 mouths to feed, including his own, as far as siblings. So, he's on $3,000 a week. Can you imagine that? Like, I mean, it's not the worst in life, but as a Premier League footballer, that's crazy.
Really? That can't be true.
He's on $3,000 a week.
I'm telling you, man, Brighton scouting network is insane.
To be fair on Caicedo, everyone knew who he was. Like, he's not a secret. It's just that Brighton are the kind of club that can take that gamble, right? Like, because it was thought he would join Real Madrid on their crusade of signing South American youngsters, but he wanted to go somewhere where he would play. How long has he been at Brighton now? 2 years? So, yeah, he was one of the South American wonder kids, if that makes sense. So I'd say the move has worked. He's on the verge of getting his big move. He's played a lot. We've seen his talent. So yeah.
Well, we've got a full day tomorrow to see if that happens. Yeah, I think you're right, Tony. It'll be either him or Enzo that comes. I don't think we'll get both. I don't think Chelsea will get both players.
But wouldn't put it past you to get both.
The fact that you think that's an option is just crazy. But
it is pretty crazy, yeah.
What are you going to do with all these players?
Well, honestly,
where are the sales?
I'll be honest. I think the sales will be coming. It'll be a summer where it'll be like majority of sales. I don't think we're going to sign. We won't sign in the summer.
How are you going to register all these players in January?
I think they have their ways of going about that, Tony. I think they.
What do you mean they have their ways of going around?
Yeah. How many bribes are we talking?
25 players. Like, there's no way around it. You gotta register.
Well, here's the thing. I think a lot of our signings, for example, Mudryk can register as a under 23 player, under something like that.
It's under 21.
Or under 21, but because I think he falls into that category, even though he's 22 now. Yeah. Anyhow, I don't really know all the details, Tony, but I think we're going to be okay with the registering process. The only issue is this: you can't register them. UEFA is very tight on.
Nope, you can't register. First of all, you can only add like 3 players to the squad. So, and I think you can only replace. I'm not sure you can only replace. You can't just add. So.
Yeah, they won't play Champions League. A lot of these guys, that's for sure, because they won't be able to. But in the summer, like Pulisic, Ziyech, Havertz, I honestly think most of our forwards.
Aubameyang, Lukaku.
Oh, forget those guys. I honestly feel like those guys will be sold
Sterling,
or loaned.
Koulibaly.
Even Sterling, yes,
Tommy,
possibly, yeah.
Is there room in like the Chelsea dressing room at this point? Have they had to add more lockers in the hallway or something?
Dressing room is tiny. There's no room there.
Yeah,
no room there. Yeah.
I heard.
Are they doing 2 people per locker now? What's going on?
I heard they.
Chelsea should do a league of their own. Like, do a league of their own. Like, you have 33 players, maybe 44. Yeah, do like a mini Nations League or Chelsea League. Yeah. It's just a freaking mess, man. Like,
yeah. Well, maybe that's Matt Bowley's plan. Is to sign so many players he can create his own league, and that's the end goal. Maybe
wouldn't put it past him, Mr. Baseball Contract Bowley. You guys have what? UEFA changing their FFP.
They changed. Yep, they changed their rules for the summer so that you cannot sign players for more than 5 year.
No, you can sign them for the longer contracts, but the amortization period can't be spread over more than 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, is that true?
Stop your financial wrangling.
I thought then I never said that. I thought it was 5 year max, no matter what. But okay, yeah, gotcha.
No, it's just the way it appears on the books. Will be taken as 5 years max. The actual contract, you can do whatever you want, right?
Okay.
Like it's between you and the player. Yeah. So, yeah. Anything on your end, Jose? Any more loans from Burnley or, I don't know, Bolton?
Oh, fuck no. We are stuck with what we have. We might send Anthony Elanga out on loan, if that's of any interest to anyone. But yeah, beyond that...
Oh,
we're in the same position as Liverpool, where we're up for sale, so ownership is like, no money.
No money, more problems. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we didn't mention Tottenham. Or I guess we did mention it. Zare said Everton legend, but Tottenham got they gazumped Everton on Danjuma from Villarreal. And I believe I've seen some rumors about Sean Dyche actually maybe going in charge at Everton. Not confirmed.
The Sean Dyche stuff should get confirmed in the next couple of days, pretty
so
much.
It's very close. Okay.
But speaking of Spurs, I almost forgot about the Pedro Porro news, because he was about to sign for Spurs, but apparently Sporting have reneged on the deal, and that has fallen apart now.
You love to see it. With Spurs.
Yeah, somehow, no matter what's going on in the world, the joke is always Tottenham. Gotta love it, yeah. To be honest, I think that deal will still happen.
I would hate to be the person that tells Conte that there has been an issue with the transfer.
He's on his way out, man. Who cares?
There's a guy that's
he will kill a man on the way out if he has to.
Yeah, he'll kill a man on the way out anyway. So it's fine. Yeah, Tottenham are. Let's just say I'm glad they exist. They just.
Hey, they didn't. I guess they made one signing, and that's usually unusual. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not too. I don't feel bad for them. Let's just say that.
Chelsea have made a 120 million bid for Enzo, bid is in installments.
So not happening. If it's in installments,
Still not happening. They want money up front.
Oh yeah, they're being very sticklers about it, and rightfully so. They should be.
When did you guys start negotiating, man? I don't understand. You usually just pay the asking price. Yeah.
Well,
They'll pay it tomorrow. They'll pay it tomorrow. They got a full day.
This is what our new sport director has done. He's come in and said, no, we have to negotiate a couple times, and then we spend the money.
Who's your sport director?
It's Ed Woodward in a fucking hat. That's what it is.
No, but where?
Tommy, do you know who your sport director is?
I forget his name, but it
doesn't exist.
It's not Bully.
Is it?
I'm telling you.
Is it Bod Toley?
I'm gonna check.
No, I think it's some German. Christopher Vivel.
Yeah, that's not a real person.
It's not a real person. You just made it up.
Yeah.
That is a shell corporation.
Yep.
No, he was at Leipzig. He's the guy that was at Leipzig that we got in. Actually, it was a few months ago, but yeah. Anyways, we have it's been a wild ride. Let's just say that. And there's
You
not
sound,
over.
Tommy, you sound exhausted by all of it.
It does.
Well, you know what? It is, because you're just every like day you're just there's new stuff, there's new news, it's like new guy, new player we're into. It's just like,
I bet you
wow.
if we asked Tommy all the players he signed, like Chelsea, he'd have no idea.
I tell you what, I wouldn't blame him for having
No.
How do you keep up with that?
You guys already forgot about David Dacho Fofana?
Yes.
I have, yeah. And
You have, there you go.
All is Nkunku at Chelsea yet, or is that still?
No, he's coming this
I think
summer.
he joins in the summer.
Vardiol. And
Wait, we did not mention Malo Gusto, right? Did we mention Malo Gusto?
Yeah.
That's official. He's in. We got him from Lyon, and we also got Madueke, who I don't really know anything about, from PSV, but I think
it's another winger.
Yeah, I think he's being loaned back
foot.
at PSV, right? He's staying with them.
He's with you, isn't he?
I'm not sure. Maybe I thought he was gonna continue playing on loan.
With you. He's
with us.
Yep. More players to register.
The state of this.
Because Chelsea just needed another winger. That's
that is more than anything, just another winger.
Here's one. Wait, did you forget about Andre Santos? We signed him. You forgot about Santos?
Why are you expecting us to remember all of these?
Did you forget about João Felix? Because I forgot about João Felix.
Yeah, I also forgot about João Felix. Okay, let's.
I think his hair is exhausted.
I'm done. I'm done.
It's exhausting just listening.
I'm wrapping this up.
I'm with you.
Before signing off, I would like to drop a little nugget of information on you guys. French side Reims.
Wait, Rennes?
No.
Reims.
He's talking about
it's a different one.
Florian Balogun's club, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They get fined £22,000 every time their manager, the wonderfully named Will Still, takes charge of a game because he has no pro license.
That's what. Oh, yeah. Why don't they just get him his license? He's been there long enough.
He's working on his license right now, but objectively, incredibly funny.
He's doing really well, by the way. Like, I think he's
only
unbeaten.
30 years old.
Yeah. He's unbeaten since he came in.
Wait, I'm confused. Don't you have to have a license to coach at this level? Like, it's a 100% requirement.
Yes, otherwise you get fined $22,000 per game.
I think he needs his his what's it called, continental license. I think he has a national license, but he needs his continental license to coach at that level.
I just want an excuse to say the name Will Still, because it still will make me laugh.
Oh, wait, actually, now that you mentioned that, and it was FA Cup weekend, I think it was during midweek or maybe last weekend where PSG played in the Coupe de France, and they were playing against like non-league side, and there was this highlight of this non-league side playing out from the back against PSG, and they were extremely successful. I think they still lost the game like 7-0.
Yeah.
But they had this one video of them playing at the back, and it was amazing. And I look at these guys, and like all these guys, plumber, lawyer, whatever, and it's just like that's got to be the dream. Like your day job is, whatever it is. Then you play against Mbappe and Messi. Well, I guess Messi didn't play, but you play against Mbappe and Neymar in a game. Like that's amazing.
I'm just saying, Tommy, that could be us if you
That
ever
could be
bother
us.
to enter us in the
That
FA
could
Cup.
be us, exactly.
Oh, on that note, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 442. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Rate us. Give us 5 stars and all the stuff. Really helps get the word out to everyone else. Thank you for joining me, Tommy. Did Chelsea sign anyone else in the last minute or so that I've been talking to you?
No, I did refresh, and it's been quiet on all fronts, so we're good.
Thank you for joining me, Tony.
Yeah, good stuff, boys. As always, enjoyed the chat.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.